You guys, today we're going to do subtraction on our fraction tracks. And before we do that, I want to show you how you can use the fraction track to help you do some addition facts. So I have mine on, doesn't matter, because I'm going to show you how, if I have this equation with all of these, I have two fractions plus a whole number. So I'm not going to worry about the whole number right now. I want to figure out what my fractions are. So 3/6 plus 4/8. So if I go back to my fraction tracks, I'm going to put my 1 on 3/6, and I have to go to 4/8. So I'm just going to lay that there and look. Ooh, look at when I line those up. It's really a half plus a half. So I know my answer is 1/2 plus 1/2 is a whole plus 2 wholes. That's a 3. So once again, even if I had 3 digits here, wouldn't matter to me because of the fact that I have to not worry about this, and I'm just going to look at my ones I have lined up as it is, and I'm going to move everything back to where they were except for I have 1 on 1/4, I have 1 and 1/2, and I have my 5, I can't remember, 5/10, sorry, I'm moving that, and the 5/10. So when I add those up, looking at my fraction track, if I line those all three up, I know I have what? And once again, I have a whole because I have a half plus another half, and then I have a fourth. So 1 and 1/4 plus this 1. So I had my answer is 2 and 1/4. So the fraction track can really do help you with adding these up if you line your chips up and help line them up to add them. But our goal today, I just wanted to show you how that works. Our goal today is subtracting fractions with the fraction track. And I showed you how to subtract fractions with the clock. Now I want you to subtract the fractions with the fraction clock, or from the fraction track. So same thing again. I have them all set up except for today. Guess what? I want to get to this 0 is my goal to get ahead of everybody else. So I drew the card 8/10. So when I look at 8/10, well, I have 7/10 here. I can't quite move 8 that tenths, but I know, sorry, I know that 5/10 and are that my fifths and my tenths are equivalent in spots. So if I look here, I have 2/5. That's the same as 4/10. So if I move this back to 0, I've used up 4/10. Well, if I used up 4/10 of 7/10, that means I have 3/10 left over. So I can go back 3, 1, 2, 3. I've now moved, I got 1 at 0, and I moved 1 closer. If this is my next turn, I have 2/8. I could move this one 2/8 and then move it back to here. But I also noticed that 1/4 is the same as 2/8. This time I think I'll just move mine 2/8 and I'm back to there. Next person's plot 3/6. So I know a third and a sixth goes together. I could go all the way down to 1/6, but that would mean I would have to get a 1/6 card to move it out. I think that's going to be really hard to subtract. So I look here, and 1/3 is the same as 2/6. So I'm going to move this back 1/3 to 1/3. And then if I have that, I know that I've moved it 2/3, 2/6. And I have another 6 to move it, so I can move this one back to 3/6. I think that's going to be my smarter move later on. I have 1/4. I think I want to get this one because this is the same as 1/4 as 2/8, and I think I want to move that right into the 0 position. 4/6 again. Do I have a third? Yep, I do. I can move, I can't move 4/6, so I can move, which is the same as 2/6. I'm going to move this into 2/6, and I have 2 more 6 to go. That's going to leave me 1/6. I don't know. but I have 3 over here. Hopefully my partner doesn't have as many. 4/10. Well, I'm just moving this baby right on down to 4/10. So you'll just continue to play the same way, only you're going the opposite way. Notice how I'm using all those strategies of looking what's equivalent. That's huge in subtracting. Notice I could do the same thing with that big subtraction problem that I had before. I have a big subtraction problem here. I'm not going to worry about the 3 right now. I'm just going to do 3/4 minus 7/8. So let's go back and see if that same thing works on here. So if I put this at 3/4 and I've got to go back 7/8. What does that tell you? If I have these on the 0, if I only have 3/4, I have to do what? If I take back 6/8, that's going to put me at 0, but I still have what left to move? I still have a 1/8 to move. But the great part was, remember when because I did this part, I had 3/4, and I had to move back 7/8. But when I looked at it, 7/8 is more than 3/4, which is okay because I have that one left over. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to that 1/8 that I have here yet, and this would be at the 0, but I still have to get rid of this 1/8. So if I'm at 1, but I have that one whole left over, so I've got 1. I still have one whole, but I got to go back. I'll put my one whole way up here. Let's do that. And I still have to go back 1/8. Where is that going to put me with that one whole? I got, my answer would be 7/8 total. I don't know if that made sense to you, but let's try this one and see if this one has the same concept. I think it does. So I'm going to copy this so that we have that one right over here, this problem. And I'll paste it right here so I can, thought I pasted it. Oh, yeah, I did, but it's the same color. There we go. Let's get this one off here. All right, here's my subtraction problem. So I've got 3 1/4. So I'm going to start off with this 1/4. How far back do I have to go? Well, let's look. I have to go back 6/8. Whoa, that's a long ways, right? And I don't have enough. But if I take away, what do I notice? I'm taking away what? 2/8, and I go back a fourth. So if I take away 2/8, and I went back that, I used up that fourth, what do I still have to take away? I still have to take away 4/8. Well, that's not too hard because I still have my 3 here. Well, I don't want 3 of it. I only need to borrow 1 of it. So I got 2 left, but I still have that 1. And if I take away 4/8, let's go back 4/8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4/8 left over. So I have, my answer will be 2, because I had that 2 left over. I was at 1/4. When I took 6/8 away, I still had 4/8 left. I don't know if that helps you or not. That's just one more strategy to use. You can try these on your board. I would try them. It's good practice to see where you're at, where you're adding up to. And then you need to do pages 64, sorry, not pages. I want you to do pages 61. Oh, when you play the fraction game, please do it on page 59. I don't know if you've watched the video that long, but if not, don't worry about it. My fault. Then do page 61, 62, 63 together. You may use your fraction board, you may use your clock, you may use whatever resources is that works best for you to start subtracting fractions. Those are all the different ways that we have subtracted fractions. Then you get to do pages 64 is yours on your own. 65, I would like you to try and do. 65, I want you to do. 67. That's it. Then when you get that all done, I want you to play. Now, this should take you several days, guys. I'm not expecting you to get this done in one day. This is quite a few lessons mixed together. When you think you are ready, then I want you to come to me because I have an assessment test for you to take on what we've been working on so far. Then you will come talk to me and take that assessment test. If we're not ready, we'll go back and practice some more because we really want to conquer these fractions and understand them. That is truly, truly so important in fifth grade.